you want to know the difference between the Epson EcoTank 2800 and the HP SmartTank 5000 model, then you're going to want to stay tuned and watch this entire video. Hey, what's going on? The printer guy here, and in this video I wanted to talk to you about the differences between the Epson EcoTank 2800 and HP SmartTank 5000 model. Both printers I have reviewed here on this channel. I recently reviewed the HP SmartTank 5000 and 6001. In this video I'm going to be focusing on the Epson EcoTank 2800 and HP SmartTank 5000 model. I've set up both printers, printed photos, seen the print quality. I feel that I'm able to actually speak on these printers because I've actually used them. Now there are going to be links down in the description below for both printers and other products I may talk about along the way in this video. So if this video is helpful, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. All right, so getting started, both of these printers do print, copy, and scan. There's really not going to be a big difference there. They have pretty standard print sizes, and a lot of the functionality is going to be similar. They have very similar printing speed. And so I don't really want to touch on those things. Neither of them have double-sided printing. These are the base models for both Epson and HP. So when you're looking at both of these printers, you're really looking at the base model of the bottle-based tank printers. These are not cartridge-based, they're tank-based, and that means that they use a bottled ink. And both of these use dye-based ink as well. That's a very big distinction that you need to know. There's pigmented ink and then there's dye ink. But one of the biggest distinctions here you can see between these two printers is the price. The Epson EcoTank 2800 in general, here on Amazon and with other retailers, is going to be about $200. When you're looking at the HP SmartTank, it's going to be around $170. So you got about a $30 difference there, give or take. Not a big difference, but if you're on a budget, that could make a difference. Now, the number one distinction that I always notice is the one that's most visible is that the Epson EcoTank 2800 actually has a screen. It has a color screen. It's not a touch screen. If you go up in the models, you can get a touch screen. Same for the HP SmartTank if you go up in the models. And it has various different buttons on the front part of the printer, and that front part can kind of move back and forth and swivel a little bit as well. Whereas the HP SmartTank 5000 does not have a screen. There is a small monochrome screen, and it really just has very basic information. You don't really have much functionality, so you're really gonna end up having to use the HP Smart app. That is an app that is very highly functional. It's great, and you can use the Epson Print app as well. That's the Epson version of the smartphone app that you can use to control it, but really you don't need to because you have that screen. But you could go both ways with it. With the HP SmartTank, you're kind of reliant on using the HP Smart app or being connected directly to a laptop or PC or Mac. It's a smaller distinction, but the HP SmartTank 5000 has the ink tanks on the inside of the printer. I'll give you a visual here on the screen, and the Epson EcoTank has a more external ink tank setup. So that doesn't make a really big difference in my opinion. It's really just the style, but those are two differences there between the two printers. Now, another big topic that a lot of people ask on my channel, and really it's a big topic on YouTube is, and with these tank printers is, are you going to be able to convert to sublimation ink with the Epson EcoTank 2800 and HP SmartTank 5000? And I have not really found a lot of information for doing this type of conversion on the HP 5000, but I have definitely seen and have done some of the process myself of doing a conversion of making the Epson EcoTank 2800 a sublimation printer. Now, not to say that the HP SmartTank can't do that, because you could just install up front sublimation ink. You don't have to do a whole conversion, but I would say that if you wanted to choose between one or the other, I would go with the Epson EcoTank. It's just gonna have a better system for that. Now, a really big difference between these two printers when it comes to maintenance is that the HP SmartTank 5000 has removable print heads. When you initially buy it, you have to install those print heads. They come in the box. With the Epson EcoTank, there's nothing to install, but then when it comes time to do maintenance, you really have to open up the printer. You can't really just remove the print heads and replace them or clean them that way. It's a little bit more complicated. Now, as I said, both of these printers are dye-based ink printers. And because they're bottle-based printers, fortunately, you can use third-party ink on both of these. I'm gonna be leaving a link down in the description below for some third-party ink. We do sell third-party ink here at Best Printers. Those will be linked down in the description below. Very high-quality ink. It's dye-based ink. It's the same ink that Epson and HP sells. It's just gonna be at a much more affordable cost, probably more than 50% off of the price that you would typically pay for bottled ink. Now, in terms of popularity, the Epson EcoTank 2800, from my experience and with the information we have here on Amazon, is that it is a much more popular printer. You've got about 5,000 of these printers purchased in the past month. You have almost 12,000 reviews. This is just on this specific listing page. Of course, when you go across the internet, you would find similar results. This is not cumulative. This is not all the reviews that this printer has. This is just this one page. This is the main page on Amazon. Whereas the HP SmartTank 5000 has not even 2,000 ratings and only 2,000 bought in the past month. So really the popularity contest is won by the Epson EcoTank 2800. And on my channel, I can say that my most popular videos have to do with the Epson EcoTank 2800 as well. I really do think that the Epson EcoTank 2800 wins in this case simply because added functionality with the color display. You do have the multi-use. It's very much known for the sublimation conversion that it's able to do. It's really a nice and compact printer as well, whereas the HP SmartTank is kind of just more of a box. I have some here in my studio, and they're just a little bit more bulky, which is not a huge deal depending on the space that you have. Now, I didn't really want to get into the specifications of, you know, with the black ink, you get 7,000 prints, and this one over here does 9,000, because it really just varies at the end of the day, like I said, with your usage. So there are some different elements that I'm throwing in here as well, like popularity. That doesn't really say whether the printer is better or not. It's just a fact of the matter here on Amazon, at least. But one piece of advice that I like to give, and I've done this in other videos, is that if you are looking at both of these printers, let's say you're looking at the HP SmartTank 5000 and you were trying to determine which one you should use, what printer do you currently have? What printer do you have experience with? Because there may be a bigger learning curve if you're trying to switch from HP to Epson. Let's say you had an HP OfficeJet and you're trying to switch over to a tank-based printer. You're trying to decide between these two. I would really just go with the HP SmartTank because there's going to be less of a learning curve. You're already having to adapt to a bottle-based printer, but in this case, with all of the different functionality that it has, you're already accustomed to that. Same with Epson. If you had an Epson in the past, then I would go with Epson. And so let me know in the comments if you wanted me to do some different comparison videos and which models you would like me to compare. Now, I think I hit all of the main points of the differences between these two printers. Just drawing some comparisons, some differences between the two. They're not huge differences, but there are some differences to consider, and I really hope this video ended up helping you seeing those differences. Again, if you're looking to buy one of these printers, or maybe you're looking to save on some ink, there's links down in the description below. Hopefully those are helpful to you. If this video was helpful, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. I handpicked 2 videos that are here on the screen for you to watch next. Also consider subscribing to this channel. There's so much helpful content for you if you're a printer owner, and it's just good to have a resource like this for you in the future, whether you're dealing with a printer that's not printing well or you need more printer recommendations. So I look forward to seeing you again in another video.